Kelly Ayotte has friends in high places. Having served a term in the U.S. Senate, she was a colleague and contemporary of many of the Republicans who've risen to national prominence, like Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. He joined Ayotte on the campaign trail Tuesday for a veterans event in Londonderry.
In the Armed Services Committee, like the Senate as a whole, sometimes you see senators who forget about the concerns of the people back home. That was never Kelly. She always kept New Hampshire close to her heart, always focused on the issues that matter most to Granite Staters. And I know that's what she'll do as governor.
The veterans who served, they want to understand that you know what they've gone through. And so certainly Senator Cotton understands that. You know, my husband's been there as well.
Ayotte's husband served as an A-10 combat pilot in Iraq. Cotton is a combat veteran of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. The senator makes the case that Ayotte's experience will inform how she governs the Granite State and advocates for veterans.
They need to understand that they have champions and advocates like Kelly Ayotte who understands what it's like to have a husband deployed, to be functioning as a single mother.
While Ayotte's husband is retired from the military, her daughter is now a cadet at the Air Force Academy.
And I think she hopes to be a pilot as well.
In dealing with veterans issues, the connections between the State House and Washington are crucial. Cotton is hopeful that Ayotte will be in a leadership role in 2025, but he'd like to see change in the White House, particularly after last week's debate.
Well, I think what you saw in the debate last week is what we've all seen with our own eyes at moments over the last 3.5 years, that President Biden is simply not up to the task of doing the job.
In Londonderry, Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.